gentlemen, welcome to the Eat Show. One of the things we like to do at the Eat Show is go to fabulous restaurants and find out the story and history behind these places. And we're at a premier destination right here in Acton, California. Would you please welcome with me at Vincent Hill Station the owner, Brady Wyatt. Hi, Brady.
Hi, Connie.
So glad to have you here today.
Thanks for being here.
Oh gosh, you know, this place is beautiful, and I think, you know, even the fireplace that brings such an ambiance here, the soft lighting. How did Vincent Hill Station get started?
Well, we had, my family's in the real estate business, and we were investing in land in the Acton area, and we also lived out here. My dad lived out here, and we'd come out and visit him, and we didn't think there was a restaurant in town that really lived up to our standards. We want, you know, there were a couple in town that we could get Mexican food and we could get hamburgers, but we wanted to bring something a little higher end to Acton. We didn't know if it would be received well. You know, it was a gamble, but we bought this property, and the only one structure on the entire piece of property was the area where the bar is now. And it was an old cafe in the 40s, before the freeway was here. So we got a crazy idea to make a restaurant out of it.
Well,
again, reopen it as a restaurant. And that was the original Vincent Hill Station.
And it's doing, I mean, how many, over 25 years, right?
Yes, it did well from the beginning, and we ended up immediately designing the addition, which became this dining room where we are now. And we added on to the original cafe.
Has the theme always been the same? I love the ambiance with the rustic look and soft lighting, and then the saloon-style bar.
It has. We built it to fit into the community and to be somewhat rural, and it's our style of construction. That's our lifestyle, and we designed it to make it where we would be comfortable, and also preserving some of the history of the old cafe.
Yeah. So the old cafe in the 40s and 50s?
Yes. The actual bar is on the exact shape on the old footing of the original counter, like a diner-style counter, a low counter. And the bar we built as a regular bar, but at bar height. But we built it on the original floor plan. And everything in that room is from the original plan of the building.
That's exciting.
The structure wasn't altered in any way.
Yeah. And I know this is original fireplace too.
The one in the bar is this one we added when we added the dining room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but
this is all new.
This has been here a long time.
This has been here. We started this construction in '85.
85.
After the restaurant opened. Yeah.
But you have a new fireplace because folks wanted something more.
Everybody wants to make a reservation for this table.
Okay.
Including you guys. So we added a fireplace in the back dining room. And so now we've got a nice ambiance back there as well as in the front.
And to go with the menu, which we'll have to get there, but I'd like to talk about the wine cellar that you have here.
We dug a wine cellar. It's underground. It's right behind us. You can see the stairs going down behind us.
So you dug it?
We dug it with our tractor and built it. It's completely underground. It's fully stocked with all of our wines, and it's perfectly temperature and humidity controlled, you know.
Yeah.
And we have some fine wines that I know a lot of customers enjoy our wine lists.
When I talk about some of the restaurants we're going to go to, and I mentioned Vincent Hill Station, that's something folks love to talk about, is the wine choices that you have. And then the menu, there is a vast selection on the menu with gourmet cuisine. And what are some of the favorites that your customers like?
Well, we brought this menu out. We've got several menus. We opened for lunch recently. We have a special lunch menu. Very popular. Our fillets are premium, choice Angus. Very popular. We sell a lot of steaks. Even Porterhouse of New York's and ribeye, but the fillets are very popular. Chicken piccata has always been a huge seller.
That's been on the menu a long time, hasn't it?
Since day one.
Yeah.
And then we've got a king salmon Florentine that comes with some pasta and spinach, and it's a light, creamy sauce. People like that a lot. And then we have a grilled king salmon, grilled or poached, that we sell a lot of that. I like the grilled salmon myself.
Well, and I love it. The menu, you have the seafood, steaks, and then pasta for folks that look.
It's pretty eclectic. We didn't want to, it has a French influence, but we didn't want to stay really too loyal to that. We were more interested in serving this community, and we thought a more eclectic menu would probably be better received out here.
Yeah, and your chef is no stranger to the community, right?
No, he's been here for a long time, and he was trained by a French chef that originally opened this restaurant with us, and designed the majority of this menu. Is still shows his influence. Carlos was trained under Jean-Claude, and worked for under him for many years. And now he's our executive chef and is just doing an outstanding job.
Oh, I
Very
met
proud of him.
Carlos, and he loves what he does. So where do the customers get to meet Carlos out in person?
Oh, he comes out of the dining room frequently, and most customers, the regular customers, know Carlos by name, and he'll come and visit with the customers. And, you know, he's very conscientious about the food, the quality of the food, and the presentation. So you can see him peeking out of the window, out of the kitchen, watching people's reaction.
Nice.
A lot of times.
Well, and Carlos is out on Sundays, right? There's something a little bit different that you do on Sundays?
We, out on our patio, we have an open mic, so we have local people come and play music. And we have an outside bar that's set up, and we seat it for customers to have lunch. And we have a big barbecue out in front, and Carlos goes out and mans the barbecue. And we have a different menu for that. And we serve people out on the patio on Sunday afternoons during the music from Carlos's barbecue menu.
Oh, I love it. So, okay, I need to get the times on this. So you're open now for lunch?
We are.
Every day in the week? Or?
Every day for lunch at 11.
Okay.
The lunch menu is Monday through Friday, and then we have a brunch or a Saturday lunch menu and a Sunday brunch menu. In addition to the outside patio barbecue menu, Sunday afternoon.
Okay, so Sunday, there's barbecue also added to the menu, and they're open now for lunch, so you don't have to wait for just dinner. Okay, now you just talked about the patio. So the patio is open on the weekend too?
Yes. It's we have music on Friday nights, usually a band. So we'll have the seating set up so people can actually have dinner before the music.
Yeah.
Full bar. Then on Sunday we have the patio set up for dining as well.
So
you can order off the barbecue menu or the regular menu inside.
Oh, wow, inside too. So what are some of the bands that are coming?
We've got our local John Spear and the Runaway Train is kind of our house band. He plays here more than any other band. Wild Side, Big Coyote, some of the popular bands that come here.
She walked the place. She didn't know that I was poor. Never saw my place. I was there to steal her money, take her rings and run. But then I fell in love with a lady, got to play with none.
We have a really good response to that. We get a pretty busy patio on Friday nights.
Is that country band, country
Both,
rock?
a little bit of everything. Country, top 40 country, pop, rock, southern rock.
Nice.
Stuff people our age enjoy.
Do they, yeah, do folks dance too?
My age. Yeah, there's a little dancing.
You're young looking.
Looking. Thank you.
Well, I guess I have to say, you have how many children?
Three.
Three, and I got to watch you earlier with your son out there roping.
Garrett,
Tell us
yeah.
about that. It's right across the restaurant.
Yeah, across the street we built a roping arena. I've competed in roping for many years, and we ended up in the late 80s building our own arena where we hold competitions. And my son now is 25 and working in our business, but he's roping with me, and now he and I are competing together, and that's been very rewarding for me. He was in the Army for 3 years, and to have him out now and sitting next to me riding and roping cattle is a very rewarding and good experience.
Wow, that's wonderful. Yeah, and I can see over there, there are people out there in the dark too.
Yeah, they practice on Wednesday nights. We have lights, we put lights up recently, and so my son's over there now running the practice team roping.
And on Saturdays, folks can come out. Is it a type of rodeo or rodeos?
It's just a team roping.
Team roping.
Competition, call it a jackpot, and a lot of the folks come out and rope. You put in an entry fee, and then you win some prize money. And we've had 3 Saturday ropings this month, and this first upcoming Saturday will be the 3rd of the series.
Okay.
The winner with the most points after the 3 will be getting awarded a buckle.
Ah, a Vincent Hill buckle.
Vincent Hill Arena, Vincent Hill buckle, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So there is open mic on the patio, and the
Right.
patio and banquet room, are they used for special events also?
We use the patio and the banquet room for special events, and it's really become quite a destination restaurant for that. We get a lot of weddings, showers, baby showers, wedding showers,
Lovely.
and people will rent the whole patio and just block it up and have their special event outside.
Well, it's beautiful. It's lit well. You have the lights
It's nice.
and
It's comfortable out there.
yeah.
Thank
Are
you.
there heaters too?
There are heaters.
Yeah.
And another fireplace.
Another fireplace. I know there was another fireplace here. Brady, one thing about the wine cellar is you can make a reservation too. Can you actually dine there?
Well, there's not much room down there, but for a couple, we have set up a table for 2 down there, and you can order the wine and pull it right off of the shelf, and you can have appetizers or a meal down there if you give us a little warning. We can set that up for customers.
So you could actually just tour it too. I mean, you
Oh,
have
sure.
folks-
Anybody, anytime can ask to be shown to walk down and see the wine cellar.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like a wonderful family place to come to, right?
Lots of families, lots of Mother's Day is busy. They bring their mothers here. Valentine's Day is very busy.
Yeah.
So busy. A lot of people advertise for specials for Valentine's Day. We never have. The restaurant's booked. It's been that way for many years.
You mean no reservations on?
We take reservations, but we don't advertise. It's
Okay.
just so popular for special occasions.
Right, right. Well, Brady, thank you so much for
Thank you,
joining
Connie.
us at the Eat Show. You have to come out, especially one of your special events, to Vincent Hill Station and let them help make it a memorable time for you and your family.
Hi, I'm Claudia. Welcome to LeChene.
You know, I grew up in an Italian family restaurant, and I couldn't wait to turn 13 and start serving tables and be a waitress. Well, I learned so much growing up in restaurant, but out here in the Antelope Valley and Santa Clarita area, we want to just bring you history and make your stomach so hungry for good food. Well, most of you will know this place and you love it. And I want you to help me welcome at the Eat Show, Juan Alonso. Welcome, Juan.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, Connie. And let's do this again. We did that a few years back.
We did. I'm so glad to have you back, and we just want to hear about what's still been going on. Well, there's such tradition here, even at LeChene's.
Well, we just celebrated our 33 years, and it's wonderful to be here that long. It seems like yesterday since we opened, and it is a beautiful place to be, LeChene.
Wow, so 33 years. Did you know kind of the age, Juan, you were when you wanted to be in the restaurant business or cook food or be a chef?
Well, when I was young, I was going to school. You needed to find something to do, and so my mom wanted me to be many things: a tailor, this, that, that. And perhaps I should have done well in the clothing, but I decided I was going to be a cook because I could travel, I could go anywhere, and I could. I always would have a job somewhere. People have to eat somehow.
Yes. Well, where were you born? Is that where you learned to cook?
No, I was born in Spain, grew up in France, and that's where I learned to cook.
So, the exquisite French cuisine at LeChene's is all from your own personal recipes and things you've created?
Is things I picked along my journey in the world, and some I tweaked, some we changed a little bit because some of them are very labor intensive, so we have to tweak a little bit. So because the labor, a long time ago when I was working in some restaurants, we have 50 guys in the kitchen to cook for 100 people, 120 people, so we can't do that anymore.
Well, it's such good tradition too. Not only do you have the daily specials, but you have food that has remained on the menu.
Well, we don't have daily specials per se. We have specials who come and go since everything is on a blackboard, and we have such extensive menu. Most people go to a restaurant and it's the flavor of the day. They have the specials of the day. We have very consistent and follow the tradition of LeChene, where our menu is very extensive and it's something for everybody.
Yeah, that's what I know so many people love and coming back for, but I think of the people that we get to introduce your place to also that are going to want to come, and then you have this beautiful area in the back. What made you develop the area outside of the restaurant?
Well, to start with, we are open 7 nights for dinner, and we are open for Sunday brunch. And it's amazing because people come, and they've been coming sometimes for 10, 20 years, and they keep on eating the same thing over and over and over again. And they say, oh my God, I should change someday, but this is so good. Oh, I love this. This is my favorite dish. And they stay with that. And it must be because we are consistent at it. Then what made me open the back is I have land. The restaurant is on 2+ acres, and so I decided to do a garden, and we do weddings and functions, and people can stroll. We have been voted the most romantic restaurant, so people can come, have dinner, grab a glass of wine, and stroll in the garden and stuff like that. So it is not just a restaurant in the shopping center somewhere. It's something that has character, because the building has character, like I say.
Yes.
Because of the movie and many things. The building has very character, made of stones, come from the Antelope Valley, from Little Rock.
Yes, so it was built in the 1920s.
Yes.
And then you were talking about some of the movies. One of the well-known movies was a Spielberg movie, right?
Yeah, Spielberg was one of the most famous, I think, because it was Spielberg's first shot at getting an Oscar, and he didn't get one, but he was nominated.
Right.
And he was 18 years old, but it was a tremendous movie, and lots of people sometimes drive by or come to see where that happened.
Oh boy. So that was before LeChene's?
Oh yeah, we were before LeChene. It was in the movie was Chuck's Cafe, but the LeChene's actually means the Oaks, and the Oaks was the name of the building of the coffee shop, restaurant, whatever. Many things have been over the years, and it was the Oaks. We just literally introduced the name to French.
Oh, yeah.
Translate the name to French.
Oh, okay. Because there are beautiful oak trees still all around, right?
Yes, live oaks. They are gorgeous, and give us shade the patio, and so it was like we say, no need to travel to France to dine in the country and by the side of the road. And there's a little oasis.
Yeah. Well, the French food that I only knew was kind of Creole back in the South, but there's such an exquisite aroma and flavors eating your food and seeing the different things on the menu. Do you have a favorite dish? I know it must change, but just tell us some of the dishes most popular dishes.
Well, the most popular dish we sell the most is filet mignon au poivre, with a pepper steak.
Filet mignon
au poivre.
Au poivre.
Is a pepper steak. And then we have, the second one is filet mignon Roquefort. But we have so many things, we have elk, we have buffalo, we have ostrich, we have seafood, we have shrimps, we have the biggest lobster you can imagine. very intensive, from veal to fish to,
Yeah.
it's a very extensive menu. And you can see that on LeChene.com.
Oh, yeah, okay. And it really depends on the mood you're in. So you
Yes,
order...
of course, it's difficult to say, I like this. You know, you get up in the morning and today you feel like having a steak, or you feel like having fish, or you go to the market and you see a certain fish and you say, oh, this is what I want, or a certain vegetable or something like that. So that what decides.
Yeah, I think a lot of times we have to listen to the cravings of our body
Yes,
too. Yeah,
yes.
we need this today. So to start a good meal at LeChene's, of course, is an amazing selection of wine. So for some of the new folks who don't know, and I know your regulars would just speak so highly of the options of wine you have here, but let us know about your wine cellar and some of the wines.
We have a tremendous wine list, one of the best wine lists probably in the state or the nation, and French and California wines. But we also make our own wine. We own about 5 acres that we work and grow the grapes, and we make about 5-6 different wines, depends what year. Most of it is make one we call Swan's Red. There's a blend, and we just it happened
okay.
that just yesterday we just bottled that.
All right,
And,
so this is Juan's Red,
Juan's
one that
Red,
was
yes.
made. So you grew the grapes and you've aged this right here?
Yes, we make it under Reyes Winery's license, and we make it at Reyes.
Oh, okay.
And it's wonderful wine. You want to try it?
Yes, let's open it. Okay, so cheers. So I should swirl it first.
Yes, swirl it, smell it. I think it smells wonderful.
So it's robust, a less sweeter wine, right?
It's dry, but it has a nice flowery complexion.
And so when folks are ordering, is it true that this would go more with a red meat, a wine like this?
This is a food wine, you know.
Food wine.
It's a food wine, so it goes well with a steak or not fish, but veal or venison or something like that. I think it's a wonderful bottle of wine.
That's lovely. So you have this and then a lot of other options. How do you help people decide? Do folks come and try different ones?
Well, sometimes we try to help them. Sometimes they look to the list and they already know what they want, or we have lots of jewels. We have extensive wine lists, and not expensive if you compare it to lots of the restaurants in LA. Our wine list is very reasonable, so people can have enough money left over to buy the gas to come to visit us.
Well, and I understand that there are people that come here from as far as San Diego and Pasadena, and you have quite an extensive guest list.
People come here from all walks of life. People come here for their birthdays, anniversaries, and so forth. But also they come here, yes, from the San Fernando Valley, from Los Angeles, from Pasadena, from Santa Monica, from far away, you know.
Yeah.
Because we've been here 33 years, so people have been here, and it's different. It's like an adventure.
Yeah. You know, I'm so grateful for you persevering, you know, to have 33 years and to stay in a place and it to be good food. And it helps people from in the Los Angeles area know good French food and where they can find it in this area.
There's not very many French restaurants left in Los Angeles. In the 70s and 80s they were the dominant restaurants, but now they are no longer. And so we have lots of people still have nostalgia and they come to see us. And it is beautiful to be in the same place for so many years. Most of the time, restaurants don't last that long.
Yeah.
Because of economic or because things we managed to stay, and thanks to our faithful following.
So, Juan, do you still travel? And when you do you eat at different types of restaurants?
Well, we always try. We always want to see what somebody else does. Somebody, you know, the cooking evaluates. We're doing a certain type of cooking. It's traditional French food, but traditional French food goes to many phases. Like the cooking in California, they go to nouvelle cuisine and things change and things like that. We have an earthy menu and stuff like that.
Yes.
And things are changing all the time, you know.
So you said your palate evolves too?
Well, if you taste different stuff, you know,
Yes.
if you eat meat and potatoes every day, that's all you have taste for, meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
But we have that. We have.
Well, Juan, thank you so much, and for making this a special treat at LeChene's. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us at the Eat Show, and come out to see Juan at LeChene's.